Hi everyone! Happy Wednesday! Congratulations, Dragon, on getting first, by the way. I hope everyone's week has gone well so far. Is continuing work on Rabbit on the Crossing that worked on Monday, and of course talk about the Sailor Moon live show that Kippy and I went yesterday. So along with a few other things. So hopefully it's well. See how far we can get on the cross stitch today. And we will see how it all goes. Let me stop. Alright, so start. Basically, I have been working on this off stream, getting more at least of outline in, just kind of make things a little easier, somewhat, for when I finish going back in and filling colors. But as far as the show, it was incredible. Stevie and I had a blast, and definitely like 4 memories unlocked. So with that, great question. I'll try to answer the best I can about it. So see if I can get the trying not loud. So get outline. Also, I received goodies that showed up yesterday that I ordered from Azure Koi. So, one is this Moon Bunny needle minder, and then I also have, again, all Sailor Moon stuff, the Jupiter Dragon needle minder as well, and one of Azure's embroidery hoops that is based off of one of the Lunar Cats, so I got one colored for Luna. Like, frame, and then of course has a back, so just kind of hang it up when you're done. I still have to figure out what I'm actually going to stitch with this. So, and put in, because I'm definitely going to want to make sure that is something that I want to actually keep in the frame. Yeah, you have a chance. I want to make sure I get the name, the Twitch name right. Yeah. They are a Canadian creator streamer, so keep that in mind, at least if you're in the US, because that will affect the shipping times and whatnot. Let me see if I can. So, not already, go follow Azure Koi. Sure, check out her shop. Got a bunch of different 3D printed embroidery hoops. Got beautiful needle minders. Definitely check them out. But yeah, Dragon, how are you? How's your week been so far? Do let me know if I have the music too loud. Because the whole difference between my ears and how it's can't word outputting is gonna be a bit of a difference. Yeah, that Super Live show was absolutely amazing. We called ourselves trying to get there early enough to try and get through the merch line to try and get some merch from the show. Apparently, Timmy and I probably should have gone even earlier than what we did because I guess maybe there had been a camp out because there was a lot of people already there and in line for merch by the time we even got into the theater. Day is great. Spent the day with hubby. Aw, I'm glad you two had that nice little retreat time together. Hopefully work eases up, but so great to have you here. But yeah, I'm glad you guys got that time together. I do know that uh the weekend did have a full moon, so I don't know if that affects your job at all. Um but yeah, let me see. I'm recovering very well from the con. Fully recovered. Briefly had considered Tibby and I wearing our cosplay Super Live show yesterday, but after dealing with just the merch line alone, I am totally glad we didn't uh do that because oof, because we had to go just to get to the end of the line to get in the line in the first place. We had to go around the corner from the merch counter, down a hall, and up 3 flights of stairs, only to then turn and come back down. Start coming back down. And so by the time that we got through the merch line and got the little bit of merch we're able to get, yeah, Moonie, um, we barely had time. Like, we still had to go up 2 flights of stairs to get to our seats in the back in the lower balcony. It was crazy. Yeah, no, because like technically show is supposed to start at like 7-ish or so. The doors to the building opened at 6. We weren't actually able to get there until 6:30 because we had to wait for Fearless to get us home. If I'd known that merch line was gonna be insane, I would have just, I don't know, probably Ubered or Lyft, used Uber or Lyft to get me and Chibi there, and then just had him pick us up after. Because again, that was insane. So, what we ended up getting was a couple of light sticks and a T-shirt for Chibi. I'd hoped that we would have been able to get the more official license light sticks that they had, but because of that line, the license ones were already sold out by the time we got to the county. Well sold out. So that was, but yeah. Overall, we had such fun. The show was basically a shorter, condensed version of like the first arc of Sailor Moon with the Dark Kingdom. And then, yeah, after they ran through that part, there was also like a mini concert, so that's where like the light stick got come out. That the ending of that is where I've got like pictures and videos from too, because that's when they actually allowed us to take pictures and video. So, Tibby absolutely enjoyed waving her light stick along with everybody and being on beat with everyone else that was waving them. But yeah, we we had fun. It was an absolute thing. That was Gibby's first time going to a musical at all. For like basically because it was initially the musical was actually starting in Japan, but written in such a way for to allow for international as well. All the actual spoken dialogue and like pretty much most of the lyrics from the song was in Japanese, but they did have like this big screen that had the subtitles, like English subtitles, so we could still follow along too. Yeah. And of course, that meant every time Sailor Moon said her catchphrase, which uh, my pronunciation of the actual Japanese version of the phrase is not quite perfect, so I'm not going to try because I know I will totally butcher it. And watch that be what brings to your heart out of nowhere. But every time she said her phrase, pretty much you could just hear the whole room saying it. It was honestly uh, and then the villain, Queen Beryl, I didn't expect them to give her a song. I should have, but it was actually honestly enticing and honest. So I was getting that's how tempting the song. But yeah, the whole thing was absolutely awesome and totally would go again if possible. That I would say. So, but yeah, when you had the fact that I was excited for that all day yesterday, plus again my order from Azure Koi coming in, I was just on a whole Moonie high. So, oh, and Tibby wore her T-shirt that we got her from the show to school today. Like I should have known she was gonna do that, but I hadn't expected it either, so she completely caught me off guard with that. But like that being so soon after the con, just we had a ball at the con, even being like one of three Sailor Cosmos there. But it whole experience, like con plus Super Live show, absolutely totally fun time. So there's that. And make sure I don't like count on this. I was so sad if I did. Yeah. So, yeah. And now deal with the fact that he will be home all day Friday because Good Friday. I kind of miss when spring break actually lined up there at the beginning and that's, you know, that was one less time. So, yeah, so she gets the one day off for because of Easter again. So, but that's honestly enough. Exactly. managed to land on a weekend and not actually work. Aww, sweet. You guys get to do that. Yeah, that would be good. You guys need more weekend time together anyway. So yeah. Uh, Honestly, we have such snacks around for Chibi, like sweets and stuff. Anyway, like every so often, that it's like there's just no point in getting her an Easter basket because I've there's been so many times I've gotten her just regular things just because like just kind of like for her. Uh, and like the typical like Easter egg hunt thing that places usually put on for kids. They now she's now too old by those because they cut her off. They cut it off at a certain age. Then I get it, but it's like this is something aimed at kids. Why not allow the teenagers? Give them same with trick or treating. Why y'all shame teenagers for trick or treating on Halloween? And then want to be mad if they egg your house. More about yeah. So yeah. But as of right now, she doesn't need much more candy. She is still trying to slowly go through a couple of um suckers that she won from a ring toss at her school's spring fling last. Basically, the little things the kids were actually tossing the rings onto were suckers, like big tall rainbow. Or no, some were like tall swirly ones, and then some were just regular standard rainbow colored lollipops. So she got two of those. Oh, that was fun and cute too. I'll send you all once after stream the photo I have of the face painting at that fling. It was like a butterfly, just like taking up like a good side of her face. But the problem with that is the like the butterfly itself came out beautiful, but the line for that had been for just face painting in general had been long because they only had one person doing face painting because apparently school underestimated just how popular face painting would be in among the kids just in general. Like I think what it was is they more than likely got the face painter thinking only the little kids would be attracted because it's a family thing. So you knew families were gonna have little kids that would go to face paint. I think what it is they underestimated how much teenagers would actually want to do because there was a lot of teenagers in those classes, or even just older kids, like mainly probably around the same age as Gibby, but still, it's like yeah, y'all heavily underestimated that. You know, so it's like um between that and then us like getting food after um like after she got her face painted. Well, no, we did face painting. She and I did a photo booth, and then we all got because they had like a hot dog joint represented there, or well, maybe not a joint, but like hot dogs there. You know, kids like hot dogs. But what surprised us was they also had a taco joint there as well. So Fearless and I got tacos. That like we figured we knew there were gonna be snacks at that thing, but we definitely had not expected, like, considering like the timing of day it was. Like, yeah, that makes sense. But yeah, between the long line face painting, quick line at the photo booth, and then food, it's like there wasn't much time for her to be able to do much else after that, which is how she got the ring toss. Well, I forgot she also did like a little um magnet too. So now there's a circus elephant magnet sitting. I'm still trying to get her to do a rice bowl. Yeah, I probably more likely do tacos, but it's like that's what was uh basically what the taco joint provided was tacos. It's like you get, either chicken, steak, or beef, and then of course they had some chicken. But I think they mainly were just trying to keep it simple, you know. Totally fine. But yeah. So after all of that, because again, just how much time we spent in the line for her to get her face painted, there wasn't really much time to do much else. So we did the ring toss. We did see a magic show while we ate. They had a magician there. We've just been busy and doing all sorts of stuff, and so it's nice to kind of relax. Like, I'm kind of happy that work hasn't been insane for me this week after all of that. Like, it's been a little bit nuts, but not insane as often. I'm grateful for that. Honestly, I am too. Like, they've just, yeah, just all the little things that they do. STEM nights and spring fling and school dances, and even their field trip has have had me jealous. Like, I didn't get stuff like that at that age. Help me. So, Dragon, what have you been working on as of late? when you actually get the time graph. Anything your body's literally just crashing and trying to. Oh no! I hope it recalibrates soon. Yeah. I should take it easy and take care of yourself. Can't have you burning out. Start reading for fun again, or crocheting or drawing. Mental capacity. You used to draw? What kind of stuff did you draw? Yeah, I totally get not having the mental capacity. I think that's part of why I struggle so much getting that cosplay done in time. Horses, anime, and random. I Yeah, no, I was about to like no, I was trying to think of if I've ever drawn a horse or even tried to draw a horse. And no, I have not ever tried to draw a horse. Nope, wait, no. Ooh, be great. Yeah, no, I just no. I thought I might have come up with one for a minute. Like I was like, oh, didn't I do one for Day of the Dead and like a Day of the Dead assignment in art class in high school? But it's like no, that was teddy. That was teddy bear. And honestly, I definitely don't have that journey. Yeah, and getting back into drawing too. That honestly, for me to get back into that right as I was trying to finish up Cosmos for the con. Yeah, that didn't make things easier at all. Not at all. 'Cause it's like I want to work on my cosplay, but I keep getting the urge to draw. I was kind of thank you. Yeah, it absolutely worth it. Like the fact that I even got stopped for like a picture just because it was crochet. Like man, that alone was incredible. Hi, fearless. I am probably going to mess my hands how tightly I'm gripping that. feel my hands actually start to strain from that I had a minute ago. Yeah, probably. More likely we'll wear those cosplays the next time. Maybe might end up being Fan Expo in August. I haven't decided yet. If it does, I might try to enter their contest. Might. Haven't figured it out yet. Fish. Although honestly, I am kind of leaning for yes. Thinking like August is technically just enough time for me to like any quick tweak to the cosplay or like add anything. Like I never actually had to tape. It's just see. Like I'd probably still have to take pics of my costume though, because I've changed things from when I first entered it for crown or like applied it. Oh, that's not fun. This thing got distracted flipping through Discord trying to get up and go take me. I totally get it. I totally understand. Like that good blanket warmth. Then yeah, don't feel you have to send them right now. Enjoy your blanket cocoon. Trying to figure out where I messed up because I know I messed up. Oh, I made a couple mistakes. Boo! I hate it. I hate it so much. Ghosty, hi. Be honest, I wasn't expecting you to pop in today. Glad you're here. I thought your fox had you, that's why. Yeah, that. I was thinking you were gonna be kidnapped by your fox. I absolutely love you, Ghosty. Don't change. Do not change. Money. Good Ghosty lurk. Yeah, just don't mess with my LED lights, huh? While you're off there haunting stuff. I already have me. Yeah, I can tell you now that that's not gonna happen on that on the playlist I've got. I know this playlist doesn't have anything. Yeah, because remember I told you I found something that was supposedly the soundtrack for the Super Live. Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, did you really think I was going? Get it? Yay! I was trying not to actually use a seam ripper. 'Cause I don't like doing that.
Where's
If I
the
can
moon?
avoid it.
Where's the damn moon?
Oh, Genesis. Ah, yeah, Ghosty, your job is done. Don't get too nuts. Let me know if you decide to drink though. That's all I ask. Ew. Come on. Me, I'm trying to undo stitches without using the seam ripper. Just so I can go back over. I would have cried if that had actually disappeared. I am back on. Hey, hey, there it is. Fearless. My not useless tuxedo mask. Hey. Yeah. Since I'm still close enough to where I made my mistake, I don't mind doing this. But if I was too far, I would have just sucked it up and used the steam ripper. Because, no. No. Money. Ooh. No bueno, man. No bueno. Fearless can get your cat. I know you're not home yet. Get your cat. It's time. A. it. Genesis, how'd the Bose video go? I had to miss on it. No memory, I took the dog for. Basically, you put on the Bose video, I left out, and then I'm assuming you left right for a walk right after. Is that it? I guess we'll just have to get Lee to tell us later. Don't do this. No, you're fine. You're fine. I just basically kind of dropped. Yeah, no, I know, because I wanted to make sure I had some stuff going right first, because my stuff likes to be weird. What the heck did I do? Oh, it was so close. Come on. Well, I really don't have a choice then. I can't do that stitch. I'm not gonna have like it turn into like 2 hours of me trying to undo. I hate it. I hate it so much. I was so close. I just had to get back to like right here, add one there, and then move on. That was the first one, and then like I had another one where I didn't do any more. So, ew, hate it. I hate having just hate it. Just because that means I have to then start or start anew. And that new Marion bugs me. I'd been doing good on this outline all day, and then I get on stream and mess. It's my own fault. I did a miscount, idiot. Ew. Listen, I know I'm supposed to have technical difficulties as a streamer, but last I checked, those difficulties were not with my craft. Give me a sec, guys. Right. I apologize. Gibby apparently wanted a snack. There was that. I already know this is not gonna go far. Hey. Oh, hopefully I don't have any more mistakes like that. Hopefully I don't need to start having a magnifier when I do cross stitch too. I don't think my heart can take it. Want something to do. Bought a cross stitch off Amazon. Like looks fun. Want something. Ooh, what kit did you get? Tell me you didn't get a giant one. 'Cause you would hate a giant one so early. But I guess between like me and our mushroom loving friend. Our mushroom loving raccoon. There we go. Get her one with her. Okay. I think it's fun. sitting here chirping. I hope she wasn't trying to give her. I gave her like a little before stream. You bought that in and ooh, are nice. Wait, why'd you get a new mic? Just been abused and also I haven't had issues being able to hear you, but I don't. I know. There was that one issue out. They were just having it with all of them. But I mean, fair. Uh, yeah. There's it. No, I might have been in repo. I know in repo when both you and Fearless are dead, but I'm not. I've been able to hear him, but not you. I don't know if that's something with the game or like I know you were apparently talking, but I couldn't hear it. So again, I don't know what it actually was. I don't know. But as far as like modding repo, I partly want to say it, but I'm also scared to like know if we all like need certain mods for them to work properly or not. Like how it is with when we mod played up. Because that's a lot of separate mods. Yeah. And it'd be nice if the repo mods could be, used through Steam Workshop. That'd be nice. Then that'd be, something less that we don't have to download, but we need to remember. I know this was a pattern I tried replicating in thread crochet, like micro thread, whatever you call it. Um, and I was having issues, but I think it's probably the way I want it because I really have trouble with that particular style of crochet. But I don't know if I want to actually try to make granny squares thread because even though my my earliest years crocheting were with thread, I never made granny thread. I don't know if I want to. You have to add stuff to okay? No. I get for trying to cyanide. Oh, mm. Give across the head. Newscast update from Rabbit of Moon's crafty costume. Clockwork Ghosty is haunting the chat with playful boos and triumphant laugh. Meanwhile, Genesis is feeling the FOMO and diving into cross-stitching after a dog-walking memory lap. And in the wild world of Pokemon community game, Rabbit is on a catch tree, tagging both Doublade and Iron Bun. Hi, Crazy! What are you booing for, Carrot? Oh, fade it out. And I had to do a tap merge. Thank you for that, Carrot. What do you want, Ghosty? What's up? What happened? Who did it? Who I gotta yell at? Of all the things to start hearing your voice when I read them, Carrot, that was not it. If I would ever cross this, I would have to find a pattern first. Which maybe happen. I'm you know, or if I don't find a pattern, we'll have Carrot produce one for me. Hi. Let me guess, Ghosty. Is Charizard his favorite Pokemon? Like I said, I will see what I can do. Like I said, push gonna shove. If I can't find a already made pattern, I'll have Carrot generate one for me. Aww, such a precious babe. But yeah, I will definitely look in. How to just teach the child how to cross stitch. Mm, I don't know. Carrot said he can make me think. Honestly, there's probably a higher chance you'd get him to cross stitch. Maybe. Maybe. I don't know. I can't tell which half the time. Yeah, Carrot, how'd the rest of your stream go? Yeah. Ghosty child too young to know of how Char in the Pokemon anime, like the the much older episodes, like when it was first started, Charizard was left and right defiant of Ash, and was much more likely to breathe fire at them. Enough so, like, what I think it was, the WB had a whole little commercial to promote, which is like, or even like, actually no, even before Char like got up to a Charizard, when it was just the Charmander, Ash was constantly getting fire plants on him. So there were all these commercials of Ash like going, Charmander, use flame or whatever, and the Pokemon would aim it in Ash's direction. All the fire and smoke clear, and you just see a burnt Ash. With like a whole little poof sort of reaction. I know I didn't match that correctly, but hey, it's been years since I've seen it. I think I'm allowed some leeway. Thank you for the alert, crazy. It's blue sky, and I'm gonna know it's there. There, there, thank you for the lurk, dragon. Enjoy your blanket soon. Honestly, that sounds nice. I might cook another blanket too. Over. Remember not to put that black on my black desk, otherwise that's just gonna not be seen. scared to look up the name before see what it looks like. Knowing some of the ridiculous shapes that Pokemon have taken. I'm scared. Look that one up. I don't want to know. I'm not gonna linger on that name any longer because I linger too long, my brain's gonna start coming up with look. Now, I didn't expect to get this far. See. Mm, nah. I at least have to get a bit more of the outline in before I can start adding in like more of the pink and yellow. Unfortunately means I gotta pull strands. I didn't think I would get this far, or I would have had more prep. Silly me. Yeah, only new machine I could use right now, fortunately I know doesn't exist, one that can pull the bars, the floss part. I cannot word today. Yeah. One that can just pull the floss apart for me as needed. Save me so much time. Okay. I do it. Welcome in, Raiders! Hi, Alley Cat. How was your stream? What were you working on? For all those that came in with the raid, I am Rabbit of Moon, variety crafter and gamer. Good making an Ami Bear. That sounds sweet. For anyone that came in with the raid, and Alley Cat, of course, goes to you as well. But if you have to raid and run, that's perfectly fine. I understand entirely. Thank you so much for raiding and trusting the community. But yeah, for today we are working on the Rabbit of the Moon pattern, designed by Alex Creative and Luna Designs. You want to get the pattern. So, here we go. Is the top where you can actually just the pattern. I've been working on mostly getting the outline done, and then go back in with the inner colors. Where I'm at first question. Yeah. So, Allie, was it like the bear you were making? Was it more teddy bear look, or modeled after a regular bear? Was it crazy colors for a commission? Feel free to tell about it. Or if you just want to sit back and learn too, that's fine. Originally a zombie bear, trying to make they understand. Oh, okay. Huh? Nothing wrong at all with like modifying it to fit your needs if you need to. I'm sure that's how a lot of patterns are created for different things. Taking a pattern that already exists and modifying as needed. Idea. Ooh. For your shop, correct? Nice. Congratulations on opening that up, by the way. Pushing it. Oh, for the big partner party from Mocha Maid. I'm still debating if I actually want to try selling any sort of crafty thing on like my fourth wall. If I do, it's probably going to be pattern. But I have to actually get used to writing patterns that for like public first. By the way, Allie, you have any idea of how many sales gone through for the PP for the? Because I think last I checked, I think it was like just under like 1,000. Appreciate it, because I know Devin and Derek are currently out of town. Last I checked. I don't think they're streaming while they're out of town. They passed 2,200, beating last year's. Hey, let's go! They're not even halfway through the key. And they counted part of it too? Ooh. That means when they get back, they're gonna get back to all the giveaways. Man, I don't think I don't think their past partner parties have gone so long. I can't I think usually they lasted like a week or two. Can't remember how long last went. Half. So back Monday, but like to spend part of Monday. Yeah, no, of course that totally makes sense. Uh, all right, like I completely forgot that was St. Jude Summit that they were leaving for. But yeah, no, Monday that would definitely make sense. Talk about that. Leaves to me to realize, like a while back, I just forgot it. All right, Ellie, can enjoy your lyric. Thanks again for raiding in. Fine. Welcome in, blue-eyed cat. Hard to say. Twitch be twitching like that sometimes. It just will unfollow sometimes. I am good. How are you? Bad getting some food. Nice. Like a snack or actual meal. Also, what are you having? You're willing to tell. Should be a snack, but it'll be me. Oh no! I do hope this isn't your first time eating today. Unless, granted, I'm like assuming you're not, or assuming you are in the States. I, okay. My thing is, I've yet to actually have overnight oats. By the time I think about them when I'm sure, so like by the time it's like, oh, I'll get them next time. I actually the cycle just repeats. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and call it for the night. Got a good amount of I'm done to finish off the moon and more parts grab it, and then I start filling it in and get the rest of the stars on as well. So go ahead and call it for the night. Again, to everyone hung out, chatted, flirt, and sleep out. I think do is to go take crochet. It's gonna last that great. Her a awesome crocheter and one of my teammates on Loco. They stick around for the raid. Like to see when you're over there for a follow. Hi Lee. Oh me. Right. And there goes calls. Right. Other piece. No, I did not turn it on. I turned it off. So that copy this message clipboard. I'll like see over there. Follow. I will see you guys on Friday for Haiti. Bye.